Label is judging me so hardcore right now, and I'm not sure how to handle it. Oh my god! Stop writing such a negative. She's giving me a D- for my outfit. A D-. This Brewster outfit is hot. Come on, I even wear Animal Crossing clothes in the streams. Label. I'm gonna call you Label. I'm not even giving you the accented label if you're gonna treat me like this. Doing me dirty with the side eye. I can't even with you. I like your sisters better. That's why I made them into the sticker and not you. Shush with your opinions. Get them out of here. We don't need them. I can't even sit still. These videos are so freaking fun to make because what's the best part of the updates? I mean, besides the updates, of course, it's that they always leave a trail of clues to the next update. And today I'm taking you guys on an epic journey. You gonna come with me? Grab a pickaxe, pack a snack, maybe bring a canary too, because we're diving deep into the mines. The data mines, and we're gonna uncover exactly what is coming next to Animal Crossing 1.4 just arrived. It's got awesome stuff, but there is more, and I'm here to tell you all about it. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Grab the controller and let's say hello. Look at my outfit today. Rocking this lovely skull hat. Getting a little dark and dirty because, like I said, we're going deep underground. Brewster is on the hoodie, and check it out. The roost is on the bag. This is something I would actually buy. If anyone wants to make this kind of merch, I would buy it. In the meantime, though, you can buy our Switch Strong merch. We just dropped our new line. It's fantastic. Discount running for everybody this weekend. And of course, members, you always get a discount because I love you so much. There's also stickers. There's face masks. It's great. You should check it out. Link in the description down below. But now we have to talk about the Datamine and what is coming. Okay, fireworks were added. Dream Suites were added. Next up, in the fall update, or perhaps in an interim update, because Nintendo did tease a major fall update, but they have been able to introduce some smaller things along the way. Like, I'd say Earth Day was like, it was big, but it wasn't like a seasonal update. Maybe it was, I don't know. May Day was a smaller update, wedding update. Like, there are things that they're going to introduce along the way. So I don't know exactly where these are going to go, but smash the like button if you're excited, and let me know in the comments down below which of the new things we talk about you're ready for. We're talking about big things that are probably the fall and might eventually bring Brewster. The birds of a feather, they stick together. And I talked to Cranston, and he's like, yo, I think Brewster is still coming. And I said, Cranston, I'm getting so upset he's not coming. But then Cranston reminded me that Ninja is actually kind of like Brewster. He flies above, he flaps his wings, and he drops knowledge. He doesn't drop pigeon poop or delicious coffee and tea, but he does drop knowledge. And let me take you on a little bit of a journey, because this dude has been amazing. He's been all over the place. Ninja called Red back in April. Red appears to have a ship which will dock on the secret beach to the north of the island. Ta-da! I'm going to tell you all the new stuff, but I want to prove that this is all legit, because it's happened time and time again. And then after he called Red, he also called Diving. Diving will allow you to obtain fish and seaweed. There's a portion of the save file reserved to store them already. That happened, right? The Pascal update. Then he talked about the Dream Suites. Here's why I think Nintendo is bringing the Dream Suite. Look at the date, April 23rd. This dude gets it months before it happens, because each update has new clues for the following update. That's what's so awesome about going on these data mine journeys with me. You learn what's coming next, and it has a 100% track record. Now, Ninja himself says that it may not be 100%, okay? He says there might be an opportunity that something is wrong, that something isn't, exactly there. But they called bushes way back when. Azalea, leaf, coming to the game. And this is where they started to talk about vegetables, which ties into today's data mine. Vegetables that you can grow and pick: tomato, wheat, sugarcane, potato, carrot, pumpkin. Remember that. Now, at one point, Ninja did say something that made me very sad. Do you know what it is? There's entries for 2 extra museum upgrades. All 3 levels seem to contain an art section. Art did come to the game. Red did descend. And I love him. He's now part of the festival, which makes it so cool, because his appearance is literally, I was going to say double, but it's more like 10 times. Since he never shows up, the fact that he's there every Sunday, wow, that is a big play from Red. But there also seems to be 2 standalone buildings. This is from April 19th. The museum shop and the museum cafe. Where's Brewster? Everything's come true except this. This is the one thing. We sent the canaries into the mine, and they blew up. They didn't come back. Okay, I have to have faith. Brewster's coming, but let's talk about what is new today. All right, Cranston? I'm busy. I'm a busy boy. You know that. We've been popping out the videos. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you know as soon as we find out cool stuff like today. But let's talk a little bit, and I might have to do some island work, because, Phoebe's chilling. It's Julia's birthday today, by the way. We might have to go wish her a high five. I don't even know where she's living at this point. Julia, where are you at? Okay, Julia's right there. Second house. second row by the beachy shores. Julia, you home? Oh, Julia's home. Okay, good. But let's pull this up as we enter Julia's domain. The new ACNH update isn't super exciting. Ninja. The update is fantastic. I love the Dream Suites. I think it's a game changer. The fireworks, the tripping, the luck system. But all right, we can agree to disagree. There's some interesting changes with regards to unused text in the game executable. And Ninja says, quick summary of hints about possible future things. And as I just showed you, possible is putting it lightly. New gyroid item, new tomato, wheat, sugarcane, potato, carrot, squash, and a new bush type, plumeria. So let's pause. We've known that cooking and farming were going to be part of the game. As I showed you, they mentioned cooking and vegetables in Datamine's past, and we talked about them as well. Like, ooh, you're going to get to make dishes. Will they improve your stats? Will they just be a way to build friendship? Is it just a fun extra? But there are cooking DIYs, and we've seen that talked about before, and it really feels, oh, Marshall and his party gear. It really feels like that is going to be the way of our next update. Farming and vegetables. And it lines up with fall, right? We thought that, hey, farming, vegetables, cooking, maybe that could come in the summer, but it really feels like a fall food fest. Fantastic fest. Now, there is the interesting note that Jack, the Jack-o'-lantern, the Halloween guy, is the icon they're using for the fall update. Which makes me wonder if there's a chance this comes before Halloween. Maybe there's a September, cooking update. And maybe the fall update is just more talking about a category of updates rather than we have to wait till November or October, I mean. I hope that we do get it sooner, maybe like September. But this really does confirm for me, and it should for you, that we're going to have vegetables and we're going to be able to plant things to farm. Now, this Datamine specifically talks about the veggies themselves and more about the cooking and the sowing than it does the actual farming and harvesting, okay? But if you're going to be cooking, then you need to harvest the vegetables in some way. We pick fruits off of trees. Will we be picking veggies off of plants? I think it kind of all coincides. So even though there isn't a direct reference to farming in this Datamine, I think the fact that we have veggies and cooking, they're going to have to all happen at once, right? That just makes sense. There's also this sewing DIY, which I want to talk about for a big minute, and the gyroids. Now, oh, Julia's birthday. Hi, Julia. What are we going to give her? What's her present? We got to give her something. A Nook Mile ticket so she can go visit her parents? Aw, some brought her gifts. Did you bring me a present? Here, this is for you. What can I give her? I can't give her a Nook Mile ticket. Okay, I'm going to give her the pennant. I want her to hold it. Will you hold it? That would be so adorable. Have the pennant. You can basically be Timmy and Tommy 2.0. I really hope that you wear it. I love your little hat. Happy B-Day, Julia. I hope you and Cranston find love, even though I'm pulling for Phoebe. I have to say it on your birthday. I hope that the end of this love triangle is Julia and Cranston, and Phoebe's going to get so mad she's going to burst into flames and become a phoenix, which is totally cool with me. I think that'd be awesome, and I want to see her soar the skies and become a firework. Katy Perry style. Okay. Anyways, sewing. Okay, so are we going to be able to sew clothes, or are we going to be able to sew items? I think that has to indicate that there will be new ingredients that allow us to sew, because what are the things that we have today could we sew with? We're not sewing with branches. We're not sewing with iron ore. There's no string. There's no cloth. But perhaps there will be in the future, and I wonder if that will allow us to make our own clothes or color our already existing clothes. But at the same time, the Able Sisters provide plenty of different colorways, so I don't know that that's the case. It could be a simpler usage of sewing, and maybe it won't be clothes at all. Maybe we'll be sewing blankets. We could sew little blankets that you could put on the ground for picnics, although they do already have picnic sets, so maybe that isn't where they're thinking or what they're going with this either. But some sort of sewing DIY is coming to the game, as well as cooking DIYs. And I think that is going to be a big game changer, because you'll take the vegetables, you'll take the seafood that they reference, back here, Ninja referenced here with seafood in the Critterpedia page, and it seems like seafood has to correlate to actual food, because we have sea creatures, we have the diving lineup, seafood that they say the only one in there is Manila clam so far. The rest are going to be other things that you can use to cook with. We'll make these recipes, and then what do they do? I want to know your thoughts on what they do. For me, I would love to see them be stat boosters in the same way that fruit is a stat booster, like it makes you stronger. But I think they need to introduce some totally different system, because just allowing you to smash rocks or lift trees, like, we need more than that. I don't want to eat my delicious salmon meal and now go lift a tree. Like, I would rather have better friendship, or I guess it could tie into the luck system, perhaps. Or maybe there's a whole new mechanic that they have yet to introduce. But it seems like seafood is going to come with those cooking DIYs, and it all lines up. Now, they do mention gyroids, and we have seen gyroids referenced at the Brewster stuff, what we assume is the Brewster, in this museum Datamine. They talk about, hey, there's a gyroid section of the museum cafe, and we know that Brewster is big on gyroids. So I'm going to think that the gyroid reference in today's Datamine is merely that it's prepping for Brewster to have collectible gyroids. And I think you're going to be able to get a bunch of them, the different sets, like the Brewster set and all the different gyroid sets that make different noises and look differently. I think that is coming. Now, as we've seen before, like Ninja talked and touted all of these different things, right? He talked about red, he talked about diving, he talked about dreams, and those came across 3 different updates. So it's possible that these could be spread apart. For example, we could get farming and veggies, and then we get cooking at a later date. We could get gyroids and Brewster first, and then we get the entire ensemble of ground fruits later. I'm not quite sure. And I also was thinking about, you know how one island has like pears and peaches and apples and cherries? Will they decide to divvy out the veggies by island, or will they give us all of them? Like, hey, on your island, you only have pumpkin seeds, and on my island, I only have squash seeds. Part of me really wishes that everyone will have access to everything so we can create wonderful farms. And then part of me also wishes that it's one per island, so there's more incentive to travel around, and it adds a little bit of extra oomph to Mystery Islands, because Nintendo can really ump their game with Mystery Islands by introducing vegetables, if we can find different seeds on different places. And I wonder how that's going to work, if we're going to plant them in the ground, if there's going to be new plants. Will Leaf sell us vegetables? Where will that system all work out? I'm not quite sure, but I'd love to hear your take in the comments down below. We do know that it's coming, because Ninja, you can follow his path. As we dig deeper into the mine, we see, okay, he got diving, he got red. Brewster is the holy grail that has not been unveiled, and it's interesting because Brewster showed up very early with that museum shop update. But I think the reason, if you want to know why that was the case, they had to update the museum to accommodate Red's art gallery. And therefore, maybe they needed to embed the code that would lead to the future updates as well. You know, for example, things like cooking, it seems like it's just going to be more of a, hey, it's here. It doesn't really affect an already existing building, in the same way that diving, like, hey, that's just out in the shores. We don't need to really bake it in. But I feel like Brewster had to be baked in, not only because he's a sweetheart and everybody wants him so desperately, but because, hey, Blathers, Brewster is going to be messing with the structure of your space, your sanctuary. And so as they added red, maybe they needed to get it ready for Brewster as well. That makes sense to you? So that is officially what we have to look forward to, Cranston and you guys. It's going to be awesome once they do invent the ability to plant, harvest, and cook. I cannot wait to see it. And you know what? Gyroids gives me more faith in Brewster. I don't think Ninja is going to be right about everything and wrong about Brewster. So fingers crossed. And honestly, fingers crossed we get another update between now and October with Jack. I really hope that they don't make us sit through all of August, all of September, and maybe even part of October with nothing. Nintendo has done a great job of delivering and keeping this game up to pace. We felt some gaps where we're like, is Animal Crossing going to be okay? And then they reinvented it again. And I think that the farming cooking update will be one that really feels like a game changer. To me, Dream Sweets is, for my purposes, I love traveling and touring your islands. But if that doesn't appeal to you, it's not your cup of tea, Brewster, eventually you'll get cooking and farming, which I think really will change the game and modify your routine and your daily actions a lot. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're pumped for cooking, farming, gyroid action, smash that like button. Let me know what feature you're most excited for and how you think farming would work, how you think the veggie cooking is going to go in the comments down below. What effect, if any, will it have on our villagers? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support and your wonderful shine. You guys are fantastic. I love you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Members, special shout out. You guys are amazing. I'll see y'all on the streams. Until that time, everybody, have a fantastic day. I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.